Last year, I made a Monte Cristo. This year, I'm making a Monte Cristo. But they're not the same sandwich, but they're both absolutely delicious. So the Monte Cristo I made last year, I used French toast for the bread, and then ham, Swiss, turkey. This year, we're going to still use ham, Swiss, and turkey, but we're going to deep fry that bad boy because anything deep fried is absolutely delicious. This Monte Cristo is inspired by one of the restaurants at Disneyland, is where it became very popular. It's an absolute fan favorite, and today I'm going to make my version for you. Let's get it done. So we're going to start off in a large mixing bowl with 1.5 cups or 180 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of kosher salt. Get yourself a whisk and thoroughly combine. This recipe makes 4 sandwiches, so if you're going to make more, you can increase as necessary. Give that a thorough and solid mixing, then add 1 1/3 cup of your finest quality dihydrogen monoxide and 1 liquid chicken. Take your whisk and fully combine this as well. You're looking for a consistency somewhere along the lines of pancake batter. You want it to stick to the sandwich. You don't want it too watery. If it seems too watery, you can add a tablespoon or so of flour. Or if it's too dry, conversely, you can add just a touch of water. And until you get to where you want to be, which is right about there. Look at that. Make sure you don't leave any dry flour. You don't want any clumps of dry flour. So there we go. That's ready to go. Next thing we need to do is preheat our oil. So in a pot, you want about 2 inches or so of oil. You want it just deep enough so when you put the sandwich in, it comes about halfway. And you're going to heat this over medium-high heat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While that's heating up, we will make our sandwich. Put that bad boy together. So a slice of Swiss cheese, then 2 slices of turkey lurkey. You can get deli sliced meats. You can use holiday leftovers, whatever works for you. Believe it or not, the meats aren't that particular. So Swiss, turkey, Swiss, ham, and then Swiss. Or Swiss, ham, Swiss, turkey. Just alternate your meats and your cheeses. You want to go for about 1/4 pound of meat and 3 slices of cheese on each sandwich. I learned that from Gas Station Encounters. Check them out, they're funny. Anyway, so get your fillings in your sandwich, cut it in half on the diagonal, because it looks great when it's fried up. It looks good as triangles. Now, this is very important, and another very important note. So use toothpicks on each corner to hold the sandwich together while you batter it and fry it. Otherwise, it will fall apart. So if on the corners you stick them in at an angle, it'll hold it together nicely. Now, the very important note, make sure you remove them before you eat the sandwich. That's very important. I can't stress that enough. So 3 in each, and just you put them all through the same side. They're easy to remove at the end, and you can remove them, and if you do it right, you can't even tell that there was a toothpick in there. So batter your sandwich and put it in your hot oil. And then do your other side. You don't want to overcrowd your oil. The temperature will drop too far. They won't cook. They'll stick together. So it's kind of a slow process if you're making a bunch of these. But it's worth the wait. So 3 to 4 minutes per side. Give it a flippy flip. We want these to be nice and golden brown. Come on. It is a little awkward to flip these. You can use tongs instead of a spider, but, I'm not the smartest. There we go. Let it go for another 3 to 4 minutes till it's golden brown. And then remove it from the oil onto a wire rack so it can drip off and cool off a little bit. Because you don't want to handle this right out of the oil, of course. There we go. Now, toothpicks, remember, remove the toothpicks. If you give them a little slight twist before you pull it out, they pull right out, and it leaves the coating on the sandwich, not on the toothpick. So you gotta just pinch it, twist it, pull it out. If you get a little ball, you can barely notice it was even there. Make sure you remove all of them from both sandwiches. Now, if you forget to hit the record button before you dust with powdered sugar, this is where you end up. But it is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. But it needs something. How about some raspberry jam? Because that's traditional. It's delicious. It's beautiful. Now, We need to look at this, admire this, and now we need to stuff it in our faces. Look at that! Raspberry jam. You know what I'm going to do? Hold that thought. I'm going to put some raspberry jam on this. It's jiggly. It's jelly-y. Whoa. That is so good. So the first two words I can come up with to describe this are ridiculous and delicious. It's ridiculously delicious or deliciously ridiculous. However you want to do it. Try this out. Let me know how you did. If you have any memories from having this at Disneyland, drop that down in the comments. If you have any suggestions, something you want to see me make, drop that down in the comments. You want to tell me I suck? Hey, drop that down in the comments too. Why not? But please make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, take care of yourself, and we'll catch you on the next one.